cracking open another cold one with the boys. There's he with a cider right next to him, and Funny goes, there's a thought, what's your tipple of oh wait, no, you can't drink it, can you? Bud.
I can, because I don't follow the law.
Follow European law. Follow European law, you'll be rock solid. We gave you permission to do it. Anyway, yes, hello. Once more, audience, it is us. Enjoy some nonsense invading your ear canal.
Won't get the story. We're just going to jam for 2 hours.
Yeah, jam along for 2 hours, probably talking complete nonsense. This music is still the best. In other news...
Hello, I'm back to the water. My name is Beast. Today we're back with Grisaia.
You restart the recording? Or...
Yeah, yeah. I started recording, opened the ball, poured myself a glass, took a sip, then proceeded to go upstairs, let my mom try, come back down, and then started the intro.
Lad.
And before we continue, but let me just tell you, I actually told Eagle I would do this beforehand.
Got him.
You bastard.
The other chanting is gonna get louder now.
I'm summoning an orbital strike on your location.
Well, it makes a change.
At least it's just
horrors
an
you
orbital
tried to
strike
summon.
instead of, you know, Cthulhu himself.
Yeah, the Eldritch Horrors you tried to do. As I said beforehand, audience, I hope you enjoy the complete nonsense that invades your ear canal tonight.
Also, I am going to be eating during this recording because I just got out of work like 1.5 hours ago. Got home, took a shower, had to look for fucking underwear, by which I meant I didn't find any, and my mother did neither until she finally managed to find one hidden somewhere.
The quest for the hidden underpant.
Essentially.
Magnificent.
And then I just had to, like, essentially put these chicken bits back into the air fryer for a couple of minutes, for like 8 minutes, I think. Now I sit here. So yeah. Also news that I didn't got to talk about since I did not record on Monday because I just straight up did not feel like it, and also I've been busy. So yeah, I have an internship for 2 days next week on Monday and Tuesday.
Huzzah. Marvelous.
Yes. Like I said, I had an interview on Monday. And the funny thing was, like, I got there, waited like maybe like 5 minutes for the person to come and invite me in for the actual interview. Then we just sat in there. She explained to me how the apprenticeship would go if I actually decided to do my apprenticeship there, and they, you know, decided to take me as the apprentice. And after she was done, she like asked me like, why are you this late with the search for an apprenticeship? And I explained Rona. Yeah,
That's a valid explanation.
yeah, just like got talking. I was like, yeah, and I eventually was like, I could also just, you know, come for an internship for like a week or so, if you want to also get to know me a little better, and I would also get to know the job a little better. And she was like, oh, okay, let's do that next week. Okay, yeah, next week, Monday, Tuesday. Okay, we'll show you through through 4 of the 6 different sectors, quote unquote, that you will be essentially going through during your apprenticeship, since the apprenticeship is like, okay, it's 3 years, and you spend half a year in like each, like, you know, like you spend half a year in like personnel and shit like that, and essentially at the end you get to pick which one you want to go in, and they see, hey, can we actually put him in there and shit like that. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll show up next week. And it was just like, okay, fucking 10-minute interview done. Not even 10-minute, probably. Probably the shortest interview I've had. Aside from one where I literally just like, you know what? Nah, I'm just leave. Because I just already knew, okay. No, like there was one interview at one point for like an IT company that I just, said like, you know what? No, I'm a go now. Because like you really noticed that they weren't looking for an apprentice. They were looking for an underpaid worker.
Sounds like a familiar story already.
We all know the story. They say they want an apprentice, but then it's like, we want our apprentice to be like fresh out of school, 18 years old, with like 10 years of goddamn work experience. Anyway, it seems that my relationship with Amane was ultimately approved by a majority vote of our peers. As we're now entitled to print officially authorized couple on our business cards or whatever, but apparently this victory came at something of a price. Soon after the announcement, Makina was pointlessly jumping into my lap, and Sachi kept slowly wandering around, sweeping the floor in front of me, shooting glances in my direction and twitching her head strangely. As far as that goes, though, seems clear enough that they've made some backroom bargain with Amane in exchange for their approval. And the one I really don't understand is Michiru. I have no idea how she got the idea into her head, but she keeps sidling up to me and whispering KGB or CIA or FSB, then glaring at me as if hoping for some kind of a reaction.
Little realizing the FSB is the successor to the KGB, but we'll ignore that.
It's fucking Michiru. What the fuck are you expecting?
That's true.
Probably thinks they're 2 different entities.
Probably thinks they're from 2 different countries as well.
To be fair though, the KGB went via the FSK before turning into the FSB, but we'll ignore that too, I suppose.
1991 is my favorite.
What, sorry?
1991 is my favorite year.
Yeah, I was 1 year old when the
Such a
Union
fucking
fell.
Awesome, bro.
Did I ever talk about the story that I heard from my history teacher about the fall of the Berlin Wall?
Oh no.
Yeah, he was actually close to Berlin when the wall fell.
Uh-huh.
And essentially, like, he had to, like, essentially cross through the formerly...
The internal German border, yeah.
He had to cross through the... no, like, not just the internal German border, just, like, through the entirety of the formerly USSR-owned part of...
East German Republic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Deutschland Democratic Republic, yeah.
Yeah.
He had essentially just had to walk through that to get somewhere, and like he could not walk like 10 steps without someone from the former
Ozzy?
just walking up to him like, "Hey, finally a wall gone!" and just like giving him some Rotkäppchen wine to toast, since like Rotkäppchen was the go-to DDR.
Yeah, they did not like the wall.
Wine. And it's like every 10 step, someone would walk up to him like, "Ah, yeah, finally, wall gone." Just make him drink some more. And this like continued on so far that like after like 3 hours of this happening, whenever someone just walked up and like, yeah, wall gone, just give me the fucking wine.
They were happy to see it gone. What can I say?
Yeah.
They should tear down more walls in Germany.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, I'm going to tear down the wall of your house.
Instant alcohol glitch.
Do we get wine for doing it?
Seems the girl's gotten
Maybe.
curious about my true colors for some reason, but she's essentially just shooting random acronyms that she barely even seems to understand, and shaking her head in disappointment at my bemused expression. Of course, at one point she blurted, "Nakano! Is it Nakano?" in my ear. And that one really isn't too far off. Gave me a bit of a start. Moral of the story being, you've got to watch your step around that pseudo tsundere. She made me an idiot, but she's got intuition.
あれユージもう起きてたんだ
Like, he's just still lying in bed. What do you mean? Looks down. Oh. It's a physiological phenomenon, Amane. Get away from my pants. Yeah, I was just about to go running. You need something?
別に用とかじゃないけど寝てるユージを起こしてみたいなって思って
Why? Why?
ほらよくあるじゃん寝起きの悪い男の子朝だよみたいな感じで起こすお姉さんキャラ
I mean, the more stereotypical thing is for the little sister to come in and wake someone up, but we're not gonna talk about that.
なんかそんなの
I
やっ
was
てみ
about
た
to
い
say
なって
Machina is
ちょっ
banned
と
from this
思っ
room
ただけ
on her own.
Hold on. I think fucking Discord has a gift for it.
Oh my word, no. Please tell me it's not that scene.
Sorry, but like I typed out Trails of Cold Steel because, you know, I would need to type that out in order to get to the GIF I'm looking for. And like I typed it out too quickly, so I only saw this GIF for a couple of fucking frames. Hold on, I need to like go back to the amount where it shows back up again. Where is it? Oh, there we go. Like, that GIF just jump scares me after just typing Trails O. And like, I kind of get it since that's my favorite character in the series. But still, kind of got jump scared. Oh hey, speaking of jump scare. Anyways. Yeah, there we go. That's the GIF. This is why Machina is banned from Yuji's room in the morning. Just full charge. Because let's be honest, Machina has 100% done this.
Probably, yeah.
Just for some reason, she's just like feeling the goddamn zoomies at like 3:30 a.m. Just charges his room and just fucking body slams him in his bed.
I can well see her doing that.
Talking about that. Whatever the guy, I don't even know what the English title for that is gonna be. That since it's only been announced in Japanese, but like the new Trails game that they announced with the subtitle of Farewell O Zamiria. I'm very conflicted about the fact that Reen is back. Like, I love Reen. I love the guy. I like his character, but like, the writers are so physically incapable of spending every living goddamn breathing second of their lives sucking Reen's fucking like 8 leaves, 1 blade, blade style cock. whenever he appears in the story, that every other character suffers just by him being included in the story.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very fucking scared about this. Like, the quality of the writing has already been slowly deteriorating over time, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
That is suddenly back scares me. I still actually have to finish Kuro 2. And yes, I'm calling it still Kuro because the fucking English title is stupid. Like, what was it? Like, Trails Through Daybreak? Anyways. Sorry to disappoint, but I'm not what you would call a sleepyhead. Wake up every morning at the same time like clockwork.
チェなんだ残念だ
What
な
if he were to play tap? Would he rise like a vampire and salute?
I did not hear what you just said.
And it's a good joke, Bill. I said, if you were to play tap, would he rise from his bed like a vampire and salute?
Probably.
Thank you.
Guess it does. In any case, I'm gonna head out now.
えうそ
What the hell is over hey? I'm completely serious. It's time for my run.
いやいやいやいやそうじゃなくてねほらほら私彼女
Uh-huh.
Like, he's just like, you know what? Excellent point. You can be used as additional weight for the run. Hang on tight! If you fall, I'm not stopping! Why are you repeating yourself? Am I missing something important here?
うんとっても大切いい彼女である私がだよ残念だなとか朝起こしに来たお姉さんプレイしたいなとか言ってんだよそういう時ってさ普通ねそうかじゃあ明日は少し寝坊でもしてやるかみたいななんかそういう彼女サービス
Problem is, Amane, you want more than just a tip.
Kill yourself. Now.
Make me. Actually, no, the root might make me.
No, stop it. I'd almost slightly forgotten. Why is there crickets?
I was looking for the
somebody was painting.
for the sound board for that joke.
You're a menace.
You know?
Somebody was going to. Besides, I've done it to you often enough, so that's only fair.
Fuck. What the fuck?
Yummy maho.
What the fuck?
Oh.
What are these?
Burger
Okay, that one's funny. Literally just when you're saying burger.
Burger
And Yuki is saying burger. Why are these in here?
Where'd you get them
Burger.
from?
From the Majiko and Minato fans Discord. There's also How
Okay.
I Laugh.
Okay.
Interesting.
I don't know. Anyways.
そんな感じのやつがあったりするんじゃないのかな
Not at present.
じゃあこれからはある
Let me think about that one. Bye!
待って
Unhand me, woman! You're going to stretch my running suit!
うーん
You seem to be rather displeased about something.
ええそうですご覧の通り不満です
Amane, There's an interesting fact you may not be aware of. When comparing rats raised in luxury and rats exposed to moderate stress and frustration, the group with the lower rate of cancer occurrence was actually...
私ネズミじゃないもん。
Aw. Why is he bringing up the rat utopia
No, I suppose
project?
not. Huh?
Why is he bringing up the rat utopia project?
I did not know that was the name. Also, like, your microphone is, like, being really weird again.
Why? What did I do?
I don't know.
I've done nothing wrong.
Blame the internet.
Like, it's somewhat
Is
normalized
it
again
fixed?
now.
Is it fixed?
Sir Tim Berners-Lee,
Somewhat.
why are you like this?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Is it fixed? Hello?
Yes, it somewhat fixed itself. It was like, for a second, it was, like, very hard to, like, I could hear you. I could recognize it was your voice, but something about it just made it really hard to actually discern words for a second. If that makes sense.
Do I sound normal now?
Somewhat, yes. Just quieter for some
somewhat.
reason, though.
Yeah.
I don't know what's causing
Any-
this. 'Cause I'm
ちょっ
not
とぐらいわがまま言っても許されるぐらいには頑張ってるも
Now,
の
it。somewhat fixed itself. I just need to turn up your volume a little bit. Get to be at 20 now. Like 120. I mean...
Time to boost the bud.
You get to be louder than Eagle now. Eagle's at...
Ooh, you followed right into my trap.
Eagle
Now
is
I'm
only at
going to my
110.
Loud noises.
Loud noises! True enough. If you do work hard, Amane.
でしょでね、そんな私にさ、何のご褒美もなしで。じゃあ、俺走りに行くから。ってどうなのかな私は今この場で泣き出すべき
I entirely understand your point. Very well, I'll do it tomorrow.
明日
That's right, tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. Favorite phrase employed by harried mothers at the candy aisle at the supermarket. That said, those who do so with the thought of we're dealing with a child here, they'll probably have forgotten about it by tomorrow, are incompetent parents at best. Of course, those who include instead they're just asking for a 100 yen cake, might as well buy it now to shut them up, are outright failures. The truly first-class, long-term mothering strategists deliberately make use of their child's minor demand, instituting this one-day waiting period in order to teach them patience. One day of patience. After that, it'll be yours as long as you still want it. Maybe a cheap 100 yen candy bar, but it's not going to drop into your hands just because you beg for it. That's a very meaningful lesson. If you buy the sweet right away in an exasperated attempt to stop your kid from whining, you're just going to give them the impression that whining gets me whatever I want. As a consequence, that child's temper tantrums will slowly but surely escalate to the demand for more expensive items, on the theory that it's worth a shot. Yes, tomorrow. The words may seem casual, but there's a valuable truth embedded within them, one that's applicable to almost everything in life. Those who internalize that lesson are slightly better for it. Tomorrow morning you could come wake me up sometime before 5 a.m. If I were to immediately fulfill Amane's request, there's no doubt she'd soon be pushing more troublesome demands on me. This should be a reasonable point of compromise.
明日か。
That's right. I'm not gonna go back to the bed today, but tomorrow, if I do wake up, I'll lay there pretending until you arrive. What do you say?
わかった。じゃあ明日ね。約束だよ。
Yeah, fine by me. After receiving my approval, Amane leaves the room humming happily. Tomorrow it will be... What exceptionally optimistic words. If there's no doubt tomorrow will come. See, under these circumstances, it's reasonably safe to make that assumption. Easy to forget at times, but the normal world is a truly wonderful place. The next day, I selected sculpture for my afternoon elective class. In other words, it's a lesson on constructing three-dimensional works of fine art by cutting, gluing, whittling, and shaping a wide variety of raw materials. To be honest, I don't have any special interest in this particular form of artistic expression. Hold on.
This scene is comedically silly. I love it.
But there weren't any other lessons that strongly appealed to me today, so I was ruminating over my decision. So as I was ruminating over my decision, Mark urged me to join in for a favorite class, so here I am. The instructor is Professor Matsuyama Minoru from a fine arts university in Fukuoka, an accomplished 72-year-old artist. Makina, who for some reason gets along very well with the elderly, tells me she always looks forward to his class. Today our material is stone clay. We haven't been given any particular theme. The only direction was make whatever you feel like. Exactly a sort of vague request where your artistic sensibilities are paramount. The participants are myself and Makina, as well as Sachi and Michiru, for a total of 4. As for the good-natured old professor offers us freewheeling words of advice and a gentle tone of voice, we need to clay as our whims direct us. With a solemn grunt, I stroked my chin with fingers dyed white from clay dust. I chose the animal kingdom as my general theme, specifically deciding to convey the lively motion of a galloping steed, but the horse that emerges from my lump of clay is a clumsy, unattractive thing, conveying nothing but awkward, lifeless artificiality.
Kazami-kun wa animation wo miru kana?
Animation, sir. As I'm addressing a senior educator, rich in experience and accomplishment, I consciously keep my tone somewhat formal.
そう、要はパラパラ漫画だよ。ほら、教科書や帳面の隅に書いたりしたことはないかね。
If it's stone clay, it's going to be something similar to our pan animations.
I'm afraid such things weren't a major component of my personal experience as a student, Professor. According to Mr. Matsuyama, to convey a sense of motion, you have to think 2 frames back in the sequence. If you work while picturing the somewhat unstable position of 2 frames before the pose you're attempting to depict, apparently the work will turn out much more dynamic. Although I unfortunately grew up without much in the way of exposure to flip books, I eventually hit on an appropriate temporal analog. The beat between pulling the trigger and the impact of your bullet on a 400 meter shooting range. When I consciously considered the moment before while reshaping my sculpture, the result is unrecognizably lively. Still not technically skillful work, but there's a definite sense of motion. 50 years of devotion to a single branch of the fine arts. Mr. Matsuyama likes to belittle himself. Cut it out with the professor stuff. I'm worthless at anything but sculpture. No matter how limited the breadth of your expertise, that brief glimpse of its depth genuinely impressed me. For some time, everyone had been silent and intently focused on their work. In an apparent attempt to induce a group heart attack, Makina's wild shriek shatters the calm. As a typical squabble breaks out, Professor Matsuyama stands gingerly from his chair. Walking towards the group, he gazes at Makina's sculpture with the peaceful eyes of a man affectionately admiring the work of his grandchild.
君は本当に榊くんが好きだね。
へへへ、多分ね、ユミちゃんの胸像を作らせたら、私が日本一なのよ。
Well, that's a wee bit weird.
Well, you could say she was always a bit stony-faced.
ほら、見て。今回のテーマはクーデレなのよ。正面でもね。こうして斜めから見るとまつげを伏せたどこか憂いのあるデレ顔になるのよさ。名付けてザ・クーデレ
I'm not paying $20 for this.
安っ由美子安っ確かに少し安いかもしれませんね
It's certainly pragmatic to slap on a price tag on your art, but from what I hear, Makina once put up a Sakaki-themed wood carving of hers entitled Greenhouse Flower for auction as a joke, and it seems the winning bid was a full 78,000 yen. For a prize of art created by a mere student, that's a prize that could comfortably be described as extraordinary.
マキちゃんという人間を知っていればその意外性からももう少し値がついても良いかと思います
The element of surprise, eh? True enough, many of Makina's sculptures possess a subtle, refined grace you would never for a minute expect someone with her demented personality to be capable of producing. And on the opposite extreme, others demonstrate such bold, forceful energy that it's hard to believe they're the work of such a childish, small-statured girl. For example, Makina's maiden work, a eagle.
Pumice statue. Yeah.
Thank you. Named Sakaki Yumiko Rising, completed soon after arrival at Miyama Academy, still stowed away in our art warehouse. Available.
What is
for
he,
viewing
just
at
our
any
walking
time.
dictionary?
Yes.
He's a thesaurus for us to use.
Pumice is normally a volcanic rock, but I suspect Yuji in this case is referring to the color.
Who knows? Maybe she actually grabbed volcanic rock and fucking made a statue out of it.
Maybe it
I
looks
tapped
like
with a chisel.
volcanic, bro.
Yeah.
And it's a genuinely overpowering sculpture, fiercely wrought work that conveys an inner fire of determination burning inside its subject. Well, your art criticism seems pretty respectable, but what are you making, Sachi?
はい私はもちろんサメさんです
Damn, didn't know that she made a figurine of Gargura.
As you'll probably find out later, Sachi's thing is sharks.
Find out later, I've known for a fucking while now when the goddamn pouch came up.
Well, I say this for Bud's benefit. Or for indeed anyone who has got a bit lost.
あんたって本当にサメが好きよねサメのどこがそんなにいいわけ
Oh, she made a mistake.
どこが
Well, now,
と聞かれましても説明に窮しますが強いて言うなら神がもたらした機能美とでも言いましょうか海のハンターとして一切の無駄のないデザイン
that is a very nice shark made of Lego. However,
Yeah.
talk about Lego. They making goddamn Lego Zelda sets now.
I noticed that.
With one of the sets being the fucking Deco Tree.
Oh,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
must be an absolute charm.
I haven't actually seen it yet myself. Hold on, I'll look it up.
Got one of a basking shark as well. All this was yesterday at a railway museum that was hosting a brick event.
It is specific. Actually, no. There's apparently like two versions of the Deco Tree. There's
Huh.
both the. There's apparently both the Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom Deku Tree and the Ocarina of Time Deku Tree.
Okay.
Hold on, here's the OC one.
Hmm.
Actually, no, never mind. It's the same Deku Tree set. However, you can choose to build it as the Ocarina of Time Deku Tree set or the Tears of the Kingdom Deku Tree set. like there's essentially two builds in one thing.
Uh-huh.
Like if you build the Ocarina of Time version, it even includes like a smaller build made of the remnants. That's just like Link's treehouse from OOC. It's fancy. Anyways.
全てに意味がある美しさとでも言いましょうか。その隙のなさに魅力を感じます。風見さんはお馬さんですね。やはりお馬さんが持つポテンシャルデザイン的なものに憧れが。
Well, good question actually. Why did I pick a horse? Probably the result of unconscious thought. If I'm gonna make a statue, it might as well be some with some dignity. From time immemorial, the house has been regarded as a noble beast.
Well, not even necessarily noble. Certainly just very, very useful.
I don't like this fusion, by the way. I haven't watched Lost Pause in a long time. Had to. But ever since the man has produced himself to react content, I've stopped watching.
Surprise there.
It's said that back in the days, when a soldier received 15,000th of a yen when pressed into military service, the army compensated a full 1,000 yen for every horse commandeered. The lives of men were as valuable as scraps of paper. Even a broken down old hag was worth 1,000 yen. I've thought about that sometimes. Guess I've impressed the idea that horses are big earners on my subconscious. A horse is worth something. Has some nobility. I don't have any other reason. The words feel outright pathetic coming out of my mouth. Some like self-pity wells up inside me. Searching for a change of topic, my eyes find a suitable distraction in Michiru's sculpture. So Michiru, about you! But wait, what is this thing even supposed to be? I redirect my attention to her sculpture like a man lunging for a life preserver, only to find that I'm clinging to a bizarre avant-garde object of bewildering visual impact. I'm at a loss for words. Oh.
Let's just say it's line doggo.
岩手名産の道のく造形なのよさ。名付けてロックハンドアートなのよ。違うよマキちゃん。ほらよく見るとちゃんと手足と尻尾があるよ。ヤクザの家の玄関マットですよね。
Oh no.
ミチル様。
Michiru has dealings with the Yakuza confirmed.
There's only 3 pieces left.
I'll just hear him chomp down on one.
Just nom 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 nom.
No, it's a pufferfish, isn't it? I think I saw something like this in an aquarium once.
なんでフグに手足が生えてんのよさ。
Can't say for sure. Maybe something like that tuna fish man character.
あ、それってつまりフグマン？ああもうなんで私がそんなわけのわかんないものを作るのよ。っていうか勝手に新キャラを作るな。
No, maybe it's shaped more like a flounder. Yeah, the head's on the left edge of the body, not the center. Must be flatfish man, right, Michiru?
だから犬だって言ってんでしょが。ちゃんと犬マン？
Dog man.
This has some implications.
Yes, it could be that Michiru has been hounded out of the class.
Nah, they're eating dogs!
No, I think they just need to lie
All
dog
the
a
other
bit.
man characters, aka Tuna Man and the fucking Kalbi dude, are essentially just representation of the animals that, you know, are made into the food. Flatfish Man and Fugu Man can also be sorted into those categories since people eat those.
Yeah.
So when they immediately go to Dogman afterwards, that has some implications.
Yeah.
They know that they were Chinese.
Yeah. What else is supposed to do when you're poor?
普通の犬だから怪人じゃないから
I see a dog. Wait, a dog? Huh. Well, you make the things, so I guess I'll have to take your word for it. I don't know that. It almost looks like one. Sort of. Not really. Why is that?
なぜだとか私に聞くな。どっからどう見ても犬じゃないのよ。ほら犬。チルチルはあれな、立体把握能力がちょっと残念な感じな。
It's a bit rich coming
That's
from
not
you,
your
young
only
lady.
issue.
Yeah.
みちる様、私は最初から犬だと分かっていましたよ。ほら、ワンワンって。あんた最初、ヤクザの家の敷物とか言ってなかった？っていうか、首んとこ持って無理やりワンワンってしないで、もげちゃうから。
It fell off, didn't it?
私。
Yep.
大丈夫です。こうやってもう一度くっつけ
Something
れば。
tells me just stuck it on its back or its butt.
そっちはお尻だって
There we
ば。
go.
お尻に顔くっつけちゃダメでしょ。
Oh, hey, it's the anonymous corpse again. Ow.
平気なのよさ。こうして尻尾をブチッともぎ取って頭にベトッとつければ。
You could have just taken the head back off and put it back where it was.
ギャー！もうなんだかどんどんわけのわからないものに。
What a fearful sight. Right now, before my very eyes, a hell beast never before known to man has taken shape.
ちょっとユージ、あんたこの二人を止めなさいよ。
Huh? Why would I?
なぜだじゃないでしょう。姉がいないんだから、この二人の暴走を止めるのはあんたの仕事なんじゃないの？
Hmm. This may be somewhat cowardly of me, but I only have one answer.
何よ。
Your request lies outside my area of expertise.
助けてー！
And again, I could swing her around by her fucking tears. People say that they're worthless at anything other than their specialty. And people who say that they're worthless at anything other than their specialty are, as a general rule, perfectly adaptable and completely competent individuals. And false humility has its purpose, though. It allows them to brush aside the dull and troublesome things in life with the convenient phrase, "That's not my field." Oh, hey. Tavel the Rock is playing Fallout, apparently.
Fantastic.
Crawl out through the fallout, baby.
Actually,
When
had some
they
nice
drop
talk
that
with.
bomb.
Actually, had some nice talk with him at the wedding on Saturday. Since that is actually a person I know IRL.
Oh. And you went to a wedding recently,
Yeah.
which is good.
Had good food. It was only at the wedding celebration, essentially, for like the last, I think, like 2 hours. But hey, someone there, like another guest, like came to the door and like came up to me like, "Excuse me, like where do you have your toilets?" And I just said like, "Sorry, I'm the wrong man to ask for that. I do not work here." Like apparently my dripped out self just made him think that I'm an employee. As her
Well-
classmates' bitter cry dissolved vainly in the muggy air, perfectly oblivious, Sue Amane was aimlessly whiling away an afternoon free of academic responsibilities. Driven to the air-conditioned dorm lounge by the colorful afternoon sun, Sakaki Yumiko rests her chin in her hands lifelessly, absorbed in some foreign book in the original language. How funny would it be if she doesn't actually know the language? Like she's just like, I don't know what any of this says, but hey, if I read
Audience
this, people will leave me alone.
Audience suggestions. What is she reading?
Mein Kampf.
Please.
I was gonna suggest War and Peace.
I mainly suggested it because, like, I did experience at one point in my life. I got onto the bus in the morning to school, and I always sit next to the same dude who is kind enough to keep the spot next to him open for me. And I sat down next to him, and he was like reading something. I was like, "Hey, what you reading?" Oh, no, he just turned around the book, and it's just Mein Kampf.
Came as a bit of a shock.
The man was just sitting in public transport reading Mein Kampf.
That's brave, especially in Germany.
Apparently they were cleaning out his grandmother's place, and they
This does
found
not make it any better.
hidden behind the few books in one of the bookshelves a copy of Mein Kampf. And when his mother found this, she just thought, like, you know what? I'll give it to him. He'll enjoy this, since he's like such a history buff.
But an original copy, no less.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I'm amazed.
So yeah, that was a goddamn shock.
I'll say it would be, especially if it's an original copy.
Anyway, we read this. By her side, Amane leans forward in a similar position of languorous boredom, thumbing through a magazine. Apart from the low hum of the air conditioner, the whisper of their pages turning is the only sound. In the end, this peaceful atmosphere is irreplaceably shattered by a perfectly casual question.
ねえ、榊さんってしたことある？
Picking up her magazine, Amane turns its Skaki's away. The page only features a photograph of a woman pushing a banana into her mouth, but Skaki realizes instantly what it's really referring to.
びっくりするぐらい唐突ね。急にどうしたというの？
Like, Amane really just sat next to someone in the lounge. It's just like went suddenly out of nowhere. Just went, ever sucked a dick before?
Funnily enough, I think that's what's actually, as I recall, that's what's said in the uncensored version. And Yumiko reacts more shocked, but I forget.
Shame. They did not need to censor that one, I feel.
Yeah. Well, it is the all ages version after all, supposedly.
いやさ、榊さんっていろいろなこと知ってるし、聞いてみようかなって。
She's not that
残
knowledgeable.
念だけど、それは専門外。
Hey, just learn about that one.
それ
Wait
って
till they're root with you.
だから、
The ending of the sentence is inaudible, but Amane's keen eyes don't miss the slight movement of Sakaki's lips.
うわあ、普通に言うんだそういうこと。あなたのそういうところ、イリスさんに伝染してるわよ。気をつけた方がいいんじゃなくて？
I think they messed up something.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, well.
まあ、分かっちゃいるんだけど、ほら、私一応巨乳のビッチキャラで通ってるしね。今更やめら
As
れないっ
late
て
in
い
the
う
game,
か。
she says.
She's become.
She can't
She's
abandon
becoming
the
so
bit.
aware.
Yeah.
くだらないわね。だいたいあなた、さっきから何を読んでいたの？ああ、これね。これはほら、肉食系女子必見のティーンズファッション誌、タイガーガールだよ。
I reiterate the story idea that I previously had. Shy girl tries to no longer be shy, but makes the mistake of trusting a goddamn teens magazine when it comes to advice.
Hilarity ensues after that.
Yes.
She's trying her
If
best.
you want to go the fucked up porn angle, emergent situations ensues. I mean, that's essentially what happens in emergence, in a way. Like, unpopular girl decides to go popular, proceeds to be bullied and get into drugs.
Yeah, metamorphosis.
Oh.
I
Yeah.
think, at least. I never read the thing. Like, I just know the memes surrounding emergence. I've never read the thing.
Emergence. I thought it was called metamorphosis, but oh well.
It is called Metamorphosis.
It essentially has two titles. Two different
okay.
translations, essentially.
On an unrelated note, how come it's a pity that how come Amane doesn't know the word tigress rather than tiger girl, or is that just a Japanese thing?
It's probably because the magazine is literally called Tiger Girl.
Which is it's a shame. Oh well.
エロ本じゃないファッション誌だってばっていうかエロ本って言うなせめてエロ本って言ってよなんか大阪のおばちゃん臭いよどうでもいいわよあれ興味ないかな今月の特集は草食系男子食いまくり特集だよ
That would require anyone in this dorm to be a herbivore.
Herbivore, if you eat me.
I think the only herbivore around here is Bud.
Yes.
Well, I was gonna leave that unvoiced, but you know what?
No. I'll voice it. Shit. I'm proud.
Well, as you were. I do enjoy a man who's courageous.
興味ないわそうほらほらここ見て鬼モテ講座って書いてあるよ鬼モテだよ鬼のようにモテモテなんだよ
Actually delightful. Delightful is a
That's
devil.
pretty
It's
damn
pretty
delightful.
鬼とか見たことないけどすごくない
Must be pretty delightful.
何がどうすごいのかさっぱりだわあ、そうじゃあ少し読んであげるね何朝は男のロマンであるってタイトルの読者投稿ね美人が3日で飽きられてしまう原因は
So Omni proceeds to read a lengthy letter expressing a rather slanted point of view on the topic at hand. Before long, she was thoroughly engrossed in the article and began reviewing it with such concentration she forgot to continue reading it aloud.
よくわかんないけどとにかく美人は3日で飽きられるからとりあえず吸っとけってことだよね
Wow.
Actually, I don't know why this reminded me of the fact that I started a manga recently. But I started a manga recently. There we go.
Just anything to change the topic, huh?
To be honest with you, all I want to do is fly a picture of Yumiko's current face over something as an emote for when she's unimpressed.
Noah senpai wa tomodachi, or Noah is my senior and my friend. Entire plot line is that this dude works at a company and he's essentially like 3D, like in charge of 3D modeling for this game company. And he's the type of person who's like total underachiever. Like, he does his job, but nothing more, because, like, yeah, sure, a raise would be nice, but a raise would also mean more work, and he just wants to get home and have time to himself. And one day, Noah, his superior, one of his seniors, was like, "Hey, you want to go out and drink a little?" He was like, "Yeah, sure, I guess." Fuck. No, hold on, completely different. He had to stay after work for overtime one day, and it was literally like everyone in the company already left. It was dark, and he just like noticed that at Noah's work desk the screen was still on, so he checked over there, and it's like fucking Noah breaking down in tears there. He's like, "Fuck! Someone saw through my goddamn like work mode, this the like facade. You we're gonna drink now. And you find out that apparently, like literally in the middle of work, she got a text from her boyfriend saying that he's breaking up with her. And so she's like, drags him along to drink and just get involved in that. And this essentially caused them to become friends. And ever since then, she was just essentially constantly nagging him, like, "Hey, let's go drink, let's have a nice talk," and get like weirdly clingy because like turns out the girl has no friends. Like the only reason why she appears so confident in work is because she puts up the facade.
Oh.
It's actually a very nice read. It's awesome. Also, literally one of the biggest quote unquote successes that the MC has at work at one point is suggesting that they make like a more handsome type character for their game, like a more like this handsome dude type character for their game to try to attract female audience, and the character immediately proceeds to become a goddamn hit. And that's actually how he finds out about Noah's Twitter account, because he essentially is like told he has a talk with Noah, and she's essentially, "Wait, you don't fucking ego surf? Like, that's lame. Just look up the goddamn character, see what people think." And he's like, "Alright, guess I'll do it." And he just looks through different tweets, and then like one Twitter account is like particularly enthusiastic about the character. He clicks on it and it's just like, "That's Noah, isn't it?" The Twitter account is literally called Noako. That's Noah, isn't it? And it's like, it's overall really wholesome.
Uh-huh. Noah Senpai wa Tamadochi. Okay. Got it.
Or Noah is my senpai, is my senior and my friend. Whichever language you prefer. By the way, what? Eagle, by the way, what?
Oh, that was all I was looking for. Just to find out what it was called again.
Alright.
But I got it.
まあよくわからないけど、そういうことなんじゃないかしら。つまり私は思うわけよ。これは私も吸わねばなるまいとね。何かおかしな方向に気合を高めていっているような気がするのは私だけかしら。だってほら、私美人だから。あえて強く否定はしないけれど、その強気な態度の根拠がどこから来るのか不思議でならないわ。榊さん、私吸うよ。
Oh, did you just make the fucking pun with her family name?
Almost.
Since she, like I heard that she said suyo, aka like onomatopoeia for the Japanese onomatopoeia for sucking something in the family name is suo.
Yeah.
She just made a pun about sucking cock involving her family name. Her ancestors are in goddamn shambles.
そう。これは余計なおせっかいかもしれないけれど、引っこ抜けない程度に吸ってあげて。引っこ抜けるものなのかな。さあ、私は吸ったことないし、知らないわよ。とにかく、ちぎっては吸い、ちぎっては吸い、頑張るよ。
I think you want to stay in pieces. Like, stay together.
I mean, one piece, yeah.
Yeah.
ちぎっちゃダメなんじゃ。
Somewhat dubious goal.
これは気合の問題なのよ。フンス。
I think the fire is a little bit below the belly.
Yeah.
I think your loins are on fire, is what I'm trying to say.
わかったわ。止めるだけ無駄なのね。もうお好きになさいな。
How does Yumiko have to know all this information?
Thank you, Pontius Plant.
というわけで、気力体力ともに充実させるために、今日は早く寝ます。 まだお昼過ぎよ。あ、ねえ、聞いてる？聞い
I
て
don't
ない
think
よ
she
ね。
stopped listening with my
そう。まあいいけど。どうしよう。あの子本気で数気だわ。何かこう、脇の下にじっとりとした嫌な汗が出てくる
Why
ほどの悲
there
鳴を
of
感
all
じる。
places?
Who knows? Wah! I'll carry off the naughty kids!
運んじゃうおじさんに運ばれちゃう。
Oh,
あ、いけません、風見さん。そんな風に頭を両手で抱えて持ち上げたら、マキちゃんの首が取
Hold
れ
on,
てし
he's
まいます
lifting
よ。
her by the fucking head?
no, she's having a good time.
首が引っこ抜けたらケツにひっつけりゃいいじゃないのよ。
That'd be very funny, actually.
作ったキメラみたいになっちゃう。
Are we talking the Dragon Quest Chimera?
Or the armored vehicle belonging to the Imperial Guard of 40k fame. Who knows?
キメラ言う
The
な。あれは
baby.
犬なの。つか、勝手にキメラにした
I
のは
have
あ
two
んた
of
たちでしょう
I
が。
mean, by definition, it was not a chimera.
Yeah, obviously.
騒がしいのが戻ってきたわね。
Sound of the Fury.
どうし
Bit
た
more
の
than
よ
that,
み
you
ちゃ
go.
ん。
The sound
一
and the
人
fury.
あまねはスオさんなら今日はもう寝るって部屋に戻ったわよ。はい。だってまだおやつ前なのよ。かもしれないわね。何色の救急車を呼べばいいのかわからないけれど。
Nah, only the thing between Yuji's pants. Well, actually, not even that. That'll just make it worse.
Yeah.
マキちゃん、おやつなら私が用意しようか。あ、だったらあれがいい。あのイガイガしたホットケーキ。蜂蜜とアイスクリーム乗せて食べるやつ。
Pea checker pancakes. Interesting.
イガイガ？ベルギーワッフルのことでしょうか。
Did you just call waffles checkered pancakes?
Kill yourself now.
Am I going to have to swim over the channel? Find some, buy some, then travel to Japan, and then mash her face in them?
Yes. Yes, you
You're
do.
gonna swim across the channel to Belgium.
Who the fuck calls waffles checkered pancakes?
Ordering an orbital strike as we speak.
Then wedge her face.
You know what?
His face
You know
in
what? Fucking amuse the audience real quick. I'll take my goddamn plate upstairs.
It upset him so much he has to leave the room.
It. You know, her talk about sweet stuff is making me crave donuts.
What type of donuts?
Either some sort of glazed ring type or a jam, raspberry or strawberry jam filled type.
I like peanut butter donuts.
Yeah. Actually, as a matter of fact, one of the more popular ones that's emerged here is chocolate orange, which would be a good idea were it not precluded by the fact that it's, well, it's not like Jaffa cakes with the kind of orange tang in the centre. That would have been nicer. No, hang on. A chocolate orange muffin with the tang in the centre and the chocolate orange sprinkle on top is to die for. There was a really good bakery in secondary school that I frequented from time to time, and they used to make them. Then they stopped doing them, which is a crying shame because they were fantastic. And then,
We used to have a nice bakery in town that did awesome baked goods, but they closed down during Corona.
balls.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah.
They used to make the greatest blueberry muffins.
Wow. I'm trying to think
I'm
of
a-
good bakeries across the country now. Can't really think of many.
I'm a basic man. I love me some blueberry muffins.
Yeah. Chocolate, or indeed chocolate orange muffins for me personally. If anyone walks up to me with a lemon one, though, I will just pass it gently. To
Okay,
someone
that's
else
enough of the
because
joke.
Nothing doing.
Is she back?
Yeah.
Well, welcome back.
I got back and then just without like unmuting my microphone, just sat down, pulled the switch out, made like a gesture, and just like started walking around in Paper Mario.
Okay.
You're a horrible man.
It was only for a few seconds.
Yeah, we were just talking about muffins.
Good. Better than fucking checkered pancakes.
そう
マキちゃんもそれでいいかな。私もそれがいい。はみつつたっぷりで。
Raw
Does she mean
Raw cherry.
raspberry?
What do you mean?
もう
Raspberry?
一度。
Oh,
はちみつたっぷりで。
not
There
strawberry.
you go. That's not even
だよ
close
ね
to。
はあ、びっくりした。そんなのがはみ出したら大変なことになる
What
よ。
the fuck would a raw cherry even be?
Do I need your help?
どういう状態よ。しかもたっぷり
Cherry
って。
season hasn't started.
聞いているだけで耳が腐りそうな会話ね。
I agree, Yumiko. I agree.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, better idiotic and cheerful than sullen and depressed, right? More importantly, is Amina sick? If she's feeling poorly, I should probably pay her a visit. Unless there's some feminine problems involved, that would make it a bad idea.
女
They
の
don't
都合
look
は関係ないわ
appetizing, is。what I'll say.
あれはただ頭の中が桃色になっているだけでしょうし。
Okay, I don't think I get it, but you're telling me I don't need to be concerned.
少しは気にした方がいいわよ。あなた、狙われているわ。
Part of us. Is targeted.
Targeted? By who?
スオーさんに。
I see.
そうかって、それだけ？
I'm used to being targeted. It's not a problem.
Usually by
No,
enemy
you
counter
are.
battles.
好きになさいな。
Potato, potato.
This man is used to having chicks try to sneak into his room and suck his cock.
No, I think he's more used to the trench raids than me.
Whoops, I forgot to take the goddamn tartar sauce upstairs.
Oops.
Well, BRB.
Tata sauce.
Ta-ta.
Tartar. Ha 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 ha.
Also, her expression of "have it your way" just makes me think of Burger King. I've not had that in ages. I'm gonna go for KFC personally.
Big fan of Taco Bell. I'm a big fan of Taco Bell myself. But I also like Burger King. I like their Whoppers.
Yeah. Who
In
could
the-
not? Also, we do have Taco Bell in Britain, but at the same time, never outside of the capital. I've never seen it anywhere else.
Only in London.
Yeah.
Interesting. Let me look. Let me go to Google Maps. I need your help.
Google, where can we find other Taco Bells in Britain?
Taco Bell.
There are Taco Bells in Britain.
Well, there is definitely one in London, but
Hold
but
on,
just
I
Googling
forgot
it
another
now.
thing.
Uh,
In fact, before the fucking recording started, I'm stupid.
So, there is one in. What is this place? No, thank you. But there's one in Reading.
in Reading, okay.
In Reading. It's just called Reading. There's another in. God, there's a lot of them in London.
Oh my word.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I've got
7,
the
8, 9,
map up
10,
as well.
There's
Right,
a
let's have a
dozen
look.
of them in London.
Yeah. There's, of course,
Okay.
as you say, one in Reading, one in Early. Oh yeah, of course, that's
There's
just the
one in-
Reading one. Wait, did it say it was one in Wallingford? Oh no, it isn't.
Looks like there's 2 of them in Northampton. Or is that?
Northampton, yeah.
Yeah, Northampton. There's 2 of them in Northampton.
There's one in Bristol. Holy moly, that's not a million miles. Oh my word, there's one in Cardiff. There's 2 in Cardiff.
There's one in Edinburgh.
Rushing up and down 2 flights of stairs. It does a number on you after a fucking shift at work.
Yeah. There's one in Gloucester. That's an hour from where I live. Let's go. One in Cheltenham as well.
Why is there one at Chester Coliseum? There's one at Chester Coliseum. There's no way.
Yeah.
Leeds doesn't have any? I'm surprised.
That does surprise me. Stafford, that shouldn't surprise me much. One in Brum, no surprise. What the
There's none in Birmingham. No wonder it's so
Leicester.
angry.
Yeah, there is
Oh,
one in Brum. It's just
There's two in
it's just in
Birmingham.
Sutton Coldfield.
Oh well, no one likes Birmingham anyways.
I had to live next to them for 3 years.
I wonder if
There's
there's
one-
any in Northern Ireland.
And Salford,
There is
Well, then-
Belfast.
Liverpool. It's one of the outskirts of Kirby. Or Kirkby, if you're so inclined.
I only see them in Belfast. So.
I can't see the Edinburgh one.
No, there's one in Edinburgh.
Okay.
There's definitely one there. It shows on the map.
Alright, can't seem to see it for reasons unknown.
That is interesting.
Oh well.
Alright, I'm
Also-
okay again.
Alright. Sorry, we got a bit distracted there.
Don't worry about that. I'm very happy about the fact that I did have a kung fu class at one point because it did teach me a trick that helps you like get the heartbeat back down.
Okay.
Like,
That's
you, like
actually useful.
breathe in over the course of a second, hold for like a second, and then breathe out over the course of like 1 or 2 seconds.
No, none in Inverness. I would
And
not
then
live
like
up there.
before breathing back in, wait like a second again.
Uh-huh. So in Inverness, that doesn't surprise me. There's virtually not much there at all.
Mhm.
ええ、せっかくだけど私も少し疲れたわ。部屋に戻らせてちょうだい。そうか、残念な。じゃ
And
あ
there
こ
we
れ
have
あ
it.
げるのよ。それは
Just the A417.
今日の造形の時間に作ったのよさ。
Just
So
exclusive
no, no,
Burger King, of course.
クーデレ・オブ・フォーチュン
Lucky
鈴木
D's.
由美子1980円。
Okay, the 19,080 yen is part of the name.
値段までがタイトルなのね。というかあなた、また私を勝手にモデルにして、前から聞こうと思っていたのだけれど、どうして私なの？
Huh.
だって一番簡単な顔してっから。
Ooh! Ooh, we didn't have to kill her like that!
Simplest face. I think the word it's looking for is statuesque.
I like the face though.
As I said, it's statuesque. It will make a fine bust.
She does have a fine bust. Wait, what?
That was my next line. Stop reading ahead of the script.
Listen. I've been at this for longer than you.
Yeah, true. You have.
In fact, like after I was done with work, I saw that my brother sent me like a Twitter link because someone apparently made a fucking mod for Final Fantasy 14. I mean, the MMO one, which turned one of the Figaro Meteor Strike animation, which is like an animation for the Dragoon class jump. Like it essentially changes to landing animation to be a massive fucking train. So it's just like a fucking train just falls on top of you.
Right, so
And
he gets body slammed by Thomas the Tank Engine, right?
Essentially. In fact, I could just send the fucking link, quite frankly.
Oh my word.
And like my brother sent that, and after I responded perfect, he was like, "Is that a monk? He has a Fed trade." And I'm just over like, I'm disappointed in you. The fucking obvious joke was, "Oh my god, it's the Warrior of Light with a steel train." Like I literally was like, "You disappoint me."
Okay. With what looks like a weird kind of belt up. Hang on, Figaro Meteor Strike.
And you know, in fact,
What the fuck?
let me show it on fucking video as well. Open the browser.
It does look like a demonic train.
Because it is a train. The entire thing is a reference to one of the fucking to one of the Final Fantasy games, I forget which, where it does have like limit breaks, and one of the limit breaks for one of the characters is a fucking suplex. However, there's one enemy in the game, one boss in the game called the Phantom Train. They forgot to make it immune to suplex, so the man can suplex the running train. So yeah, fucking hold on. Maybe there's like a Discord gif of it. Oh yeah, there you go.
Oh my word. Just picks it up, runs away with it.
Just suplexes a fucking running train while running away from it.
ユミちゃん絵描き歌もあるけど、聞く？聞きません。おい、なんだよ。せめて聞いてから怒れよ。
If that insists, then I'll listen to it in her stead.
そうかい？はい、ほんじゃ、紙とペン持って。いい？大きな卵がありまして、卵の真ん中に丸書いてブス！丸書いてブス！
What do you mean, Uggo?
Well, she is saying busu, so she does mean ugly.
Oh joy.
ぶっ殺すわよ。お待ちなさい。
Amane's up to something. I had a rough idea of that after our negotiation this morning, but she seems she's definitely got something planned for tomorrow. But if it's just more of a big sister role playing, I don't have any objections to going along with it.
甘いわよ。
She may be older than me, but Amane is just as inexperienced in love. Much as she tries to play the slut, she's probably harboring some innocent interests and the usual romantic cliches. In that case, I'll answer the call. Yes, I have no intent of running away from my obligations on this matter. Oh no, why was that the first word she used? Okay, I can't even think straight! Will you people shut up already? I underestimated her. Should have fled while I was still at the chance. I would know true regret the very next morning.
And so?
夏のこの時期、日の出は早く、外はすでに明るくなって
They did include the music. Wonderful.
Is this the H-scene theme?
Yes.
I've heard better H-scene themes. Like, really heard better. In fact, like one big example, Yamato the Great. Another example would be... Hold on. Actually, I think I have it on my fucking PC. Hold up. I think I do at least. Yeah, I do. Of course, y'all can't hear it, but the people can. I'm talking about the Koisuru National Last Resort.
Yeah.
Not Koisuru. what was his fucking title? God damn it, I can't remember. It was actually Koizuru Natsu no Last Resort. I'm retarded. Like, I only have 3 soundtracks from the entire game, and it's the one titled Last Resort, Until Shed Tears Dry, and Close to You, which is the H-Scene soundtrack. And like I said, we also have Yamato the Invincible, so nothing can beat that. Actually, hold on. No, hold on. Okay, that is actually weirdly funny to me. Like, if you type in Majikoi on the Discord gift search, this is the first gift that shows up.
Oh, speaking of Magikoi, just posted now, I have some news for you. Courtesy of B, the translator.
Oh! He actually, yeah, he's already done with the Ryokan after? There's a gift for Bud if he needs to react. Now, honestly, God, I should probably like fucking just have this open, have the goddamn Daybreak Translations thing open and where somewhere. Oh, cat CG!
Margit, me beloved. I love Margit. I love him.
Yeah, he's. Yeah, I forgot that he was gonna do Ryokan after and then A+. But hey, that means more Majiko on the channel soon. Which also means that, you know, people get to see that's the wrong one. The lovely lovely Azumi below me again doing the recordings. Honestly, God should try to be like more fancy with these scenes. Oh yeah, there's the goddamn Switch scene. Hold on. That would have been funnier if I just like switched the scene to start playing Paper Mario in the middle of this. Like, just turn off the scene with Grisaia. It's just like without saying anything, come back and start playing like a fucking fight in Paper Mario. That would have been infinitely funnier. Oh yeah, by the way, I feel like I need to update this one. Like, who am I missing in this? I feel like I haven't added, like, the last character I added, I think, was the main character in Tour 2, so yeah, I am missing something. Hold the fucking phone. Swap account. Like, at the very least, I think I still need to put the main character of Ito Sekai in. Because I don't think I have him in here yet. Yeah, it's just the MC of Ito Sekai. That's the only one that's missing from the list. But I'll be honest, I'm not sure where to put him. What are y'all's opinion?
Opinion on what?
Like, where to put the Ito Sekai MC? Like,
didn't hear
like
a
does
word
he
you
like
just
does
said.
like the Ito Sekai MC? Iro Tori no Sekai. Like, does he jaywalk without restraint? Doesn't he jaywalk?
Oh, I don't think he's that much of a badass.
Like, I think he forgets the rules of the road and therefore jaywalks.
That's by an attitude. It's not like he does it deliberately like Yuji here or others.
Mm-hmm. In fact, Yuji is actually in jaywalks without restraint.
Yeah, he does. He struts down the middle of the road, cocking a snook at the whole of everybody.
Mm-hmm. Funny enough, though, the MC for Hatsumirai will jaywalk after you just to drag you back and make you wait for the light to change. Like, I actually was very, very conflicted on where Narita from Hello Lady was supposed to go. And I ended up just like, yeah, we have him twice. He's one in walks when no one is looking, but he will also jaywalk after you to drag you back if you're with him.
Again, much like Yuji, cocky as snook all the while.
Mm-hmm. Like it entirely depends on the mode he's in. If it's like if he's like in the non-revenge mode, he 100% jaywalks after you to drag you back. If he's like in revenge mode, which is essentially a stealth mode, he jaywalks only when no one's looking.
Yeah.
Like he's convinced jaywalking is a suspicious act, therefore he doesn't. In the
At least not in an obvious, not obviously at any rate.
Exactly. I love this tier list. It's great. And of course Nora from Naruto 100% jaywalks without fucking restraint.
Mind you, I think the whole cast would if they were following him.
Yeah, 100%. I still adore the fact that for Tohar 2, I was gonna put the MC into jaywalks when no one is looking, or it doesn't jaywalk, until the literal one route that started with like the fucking girl going through time to meet him again. Because like in her timeline, he got run over by a truck while jaywalking, so like clearly he jaywalked a bit too hard. Anyways, back to the game. We had enough fun.
Yeah.
ユージは毎朝5時には目を覚ます。正確には4時45分には半覚醒状態に入り、15分かけてゆっくりと目を覚ますパターンが多いと言っていた。
You're subhuman, Yuji. Sorry to say this, but you're subhuman, Yuji. How dare you? What kind of fucking abnormal monstrosity are you?
Well, waking up at 5 in the morning.
Waking up at 4:45 in the morning and then spending 15 minutes in bed trying to wake up. First off, wakes up way too early already. Secondly, he doesn't spend nearly enough time just like lying in bed not wanting to get up like a normal person.
Yeah.
Like, I specifically always wake up 2 hours before I actually have to work. Because, like, I know my pizza that I eat before work usually takes, like, 18 minutes in the oven. Then I need to eat. But I also just know, like, I'm not gonna fucking get up for ages. Like, I'm gonna spend almost fucking hour in bed. Just not wanting to get up. That's how it always is.
現在時刻は午前4時30分。さすがにこの時間ならまだ眠っているはず。おはようございます。意図的に潜めた声はユージが目覚めていた時のためのフェイルセーフだ。もしここで迂闊にも起こしてしまえば、私の計画のすべては水泡に帰すこととなるだろう。我ながらバカバカしいことを思いついたものだと探索しつつも、私は静かにベッドに近づく。よく寝ているね。いい子だよ。なるほど。こうして死んだように眠る寝顔にはいささかの既視感がある。変なところまで似ているのだなと思えば笑い出しそうになるけれど、ここはぐっと我慢する。
Sometimes I'm just gonna try to get it on with him, but he's just like gonna fucking hard react and like fucking like just bring her down as if he was attacked by an enemy.
さてと、それじゃちょっと失礼してお邪魔します。ベッドの上、いかにも体温が低そうに眠るユージの横、かけられた薄い毛布の中に潜り込む。まだ肌寒くも感じる朝の静謐な空気の中、身を滑り込ませた毛布のぬくもりを心地よく感じると同時に、男の甘く濃厚な体臭を鼻に感じて頭が少しクラクラとし始める。
Oh boy, she's a bitch at heat again.
ユージの匂いだ。嗅ぎ慣れた マキナの南国果実のような甘い体臭とはまた違う刺激的で危険な甘い匂い。
Nah, that's just the gunpowder. The blood, you know.
代謝の激しい若い男の体臭なんていい匂いのわけはないし、自分でも少し異常だと分かっていてもつい鼻をこすりつけて匂いを嗅いでしまう。
Fucking VNs and their weird fixation on smell.
いいも悪いもなく、これが風見雄二という男の匂いだと思うとずっと嗅いでいたいとそう思ってしまう。昔からよく聞く話では、好きになってしまえば相手のどんなとこも好ましく思えるようになるという。私はこの男を本当に好きになってしまったのだろうか。まあそれはそれで構わない。私にはこの男が必要なのは変わらない。それじゃあいただきます。
What does it sound just now? Doesn't cut it, woman. What do you think you're doing?
何って見ればわかるでしょ。
Alright, this is a nice this is a nice CG.
This
Let me
is a
guess,
lot
in the
more wholesome.
I was about to say, let me guess, in the original, those clothes are not present.
It's not just that, she's also preoccupied doing something else.
Okay, so this entire bottom half is not present and covered up by, you know, his crotch.
Yeah, I think it's an entirely different CG.
I have a clear and rational rebuttal to that statement. Namely, it's currently morning. Well, yeah, it can't be a night raid when it's morning.
じゃあ朝倍。
The Dawn Raid.
The choice of words is the issue. I'm trying to point out that it seems like a bad idea to use up all your energy before the day's even gotten started.
朝から気だるくなるようなことをするのが今時の彼氏と彼女だと思うけど、減るもんじゃないし。
I'll be honest with you, if like my lover decided to wake me up with a BJ, I wouldn't be like happy about it. She fucking woke me up.
Yeah.
Like, only wake me up if something important's going on. Let me sleep otherwise.
Yeah.
I think it probably
で
can.
も嬉しいでしょ。
Yeah, I'm now about to weep from joy.
私が彼女になってよかったでしょ。
Feels like it's like we're dating, more like him being repeatedly molested. Skaki did give me a vague warning, but I didn't expect such an aggressive sneak attack.
榊さんが？なんで？
I'm assuming you said something to her about this. She told me I was being targeted yesterday.
そうなんだ。
I figured it wouldn't be anything big, but clearly I underestimated you. Caught me totally off guard. It said that an American radar installation picked up the incoming attack on Pearl Harbor an hour in advance. Whoa! Okay! Where the fuck did Pearl Harbor come from?
We thought it was American planes coming in from patrol.
But the operators negligently concluded that they were what they were seeing could possibly be right, magnifying the eventual damage. Today I was equally lax, and I paid a heavy price. That said, since I was awake from the instant Amane entered the room and let her do as she pleased, I don't think an outraged declaration of war would be justifiable. And ridiculous as these hormone-addled antics may be, as someone who may well screw up at work one day and never come back, it's hard to get angry about such minor indignities.
Bear in mind that she also snapped a selfie.
She's just like, she just has it on her as her fucking background one day. Like someone asks for like some kind of thing, and just like, oh yeah, hold on, let me look it up on the look it up on the internet. She unlocks her phone, and everyone just sees her with Yuji's cock in her mouth. Like, whoops! Ignore you saw that. I knew early on that Amane had a fairly easygoing attitude towards sex. And that sizable body of hers has curves in all the right places. It's an undeniable feast for the eyes of any heterosexual man. God fucking damn it. I just randomly remember like some song where like part of the talk curves in all the right places, and I can't remember what it was. Despite her dinosaur-like proportions, she's not a rough or crude tyrannosaurus of a woman. Quite the opposite. She's highly precise, startlingly thoughtful, and an all-purpose housework machine with particular talent in the kitchen. Her personality is frank and outspoken in a good way. She tells me honestly what she's thinking, making communication mostly painless. Still, that courageous front sometimes gives way to timidity. When the girl gets carried away, all you have to do is deliver a brief scolding, and she'll shrink in sorrow like Ain on dough.
Like what?
Sorry, I mean shrink in sorrow like an apologetic dog. She can practically see her tail drooping between her legs. Yeah, fucking steam popped up again, so I decided to incorporated it. Congratulations, Ain on dough, you're an apologetic dog now. Which looks up at me with her best puppy dog eyes and mumbles, I'm sorry, with that pathetic expression on her face. It's impossible to maintain my anger, however well justified. In the end, I can't help but mutter, all right, as long as you've got the message, and nod in forgiveness. The girl's talent for emotional manipulation is downright fearsome.
Yuji! お昼だよ。お弁当にしよう。今日はね、この前ユージが美味しいって言ってたお豆腐のハンバーグだぞ。
Fuck tofu! Give me meat, woman!
I give you meat, I expect to get meat in return.
I need to regenerate all the fucking protein you sucked out of me this morning.
Yo.
You don't play fair, woman.
何よ、急に。
Don't think you can assume near me so easily in this little honey trap of yours. I'm wise to you.
え、道楽？ごめん、意味わかんない。
By means of her culinary persuasion, she's insidiously grabbed hold of my stomach. Not to mention that since our relationship went public, she's becoming more aggressively clingy than before. On top of which, she's taken interest to the next level, periodically whispering, "Free to go at any time, available upon request," in my ear. That's right. I'm seriously going to end up unable to live without this woman. If she does end up becoming an essential part of my life, what should I do about it? Premature as it may be, if I'm considering what would be best for Amane, it's probably worth thinking about the possibility of an eventual marriage. As a general rule, planning your wedding while still a student is embarrassingly naive at best. As adolescent foolishness goes, it's right up there with confidently sending out your anguished poetry to literary journals. That said, a man owes his woman clearly defined intentions. Coasting along indecisively is the coward's way out. I do feel guilty about the prospect of creating someone who'll have to mourn my death, but if I'm serious about marrying Amane, the biggest problem isn't emotional. It's purely practical. Talking about marriage, the wedding I went to was my cousin's, and like I relish in that wedding because it'll mean I get to enjoy the awkwardness of people asking my brother like, "Hey, when you're finally getting married?" That's gonna be fun for a while.
Don't laugh too hard. He might make you the best man.
I wouldn't mind that, honestly.
Well, to be fair, it was fun being my older brother's best man as well.
Like, here's the thing. Like, I know, I talked about her before. Like, my brother's ex, who is like a goddamn gremlin. Like, neither of them want to get married, but both of them agreed. Like, if we never find anyone, we're just gonna like settle for each other. Like, it will be hell. Neither of us are gonna like it. But hey, what the fuck are we supposed to do?
Doesn't sound quite the right attitude.
Namely, there's my job. My workplace making a trivial mistake at the wrong time can mean dying at a ditch with all the dignity of some anonymous stray dog hit by a car. Most of all, it's an occupation that doesn't bear explaining to others. Salmon, it takes me to meet a parents. Exactly what I'm supposed to tell them. I mean, if I wanted to, I could have some plausible, convenient workplace assigned to me as camouflage, but it would be a betrayal of Amane and her family. In other words, I have to quit. Since my 2-year training period in America, I've already spent 2.5 years as a regular in Japan. At some point, I even rose up the ladder to acting squad leader. But there's still a good 1.5 years left in my designated field term. And even when that runs out, I won't exactly be okay then. Thanks for everything. Good luck out there. The call is not coming off that easy. At best, I'll be a permanent reserve subject to emergency call-ups whenever the company deems my presence necessary. In 10 days a year, I'll be obligated to participate in a training camp for the purpose of maintaining fitness. In short, these chains don't come off until I'm dead. My life's just full of problems.
風見さんではありませんか。こんな場所でどうかされましたか。何かお困りのことでも。
Oh, Sachi. Nah, it's nothing. Just stressing myself out with some vague anxieties about the future.
将来への不安ですか。
Nothing you need to be concerned about. It's only natural for young people to worry themselves over such things from time to time.
はい、わかるような気もします。
I envy the youth.
We're such old men, if we can say that.
Yeah, like especially like it's even worse because like I say it not specifically because they're young. No, I'm saying like when they'll finally get into looking for apprenticeships and shit like that, they're not gonna have fucking Rona fuck up their plans. Like when Rona started, I was part of like this like this seminar called PvP, and it's essentially like it's supposed to help you get prepped for work life, where like you're supposed to like as a part of it search for apprenticeships, but also just search for internships, and you're supposed to essentially over the year where you take part of that, like just take a shit ton of internships. Because of Rona, I got in precisely, I think, like 2 internships over the course of the entire fucking year. Like, to be fair, one of the internships was like, alright, like I'm genuinely interested in doing this job, but then I got turned down from actually doing an apprenticeship because some of the other employees didn't like me.
Oh.
Like, funnily enough, I barely interacted with those employees. Like, essentially, it was like literally just me and some like I was the intern, and already working there was one dude and a bunch of girls, and I genuinely got along with the dude. Like I to the point where I actually talked about fucking Majikoi with him because he knew about Majikoi. I just genuinely got along with him. But afterwards, I was told that by the dude that ran the fucking like the location of the chain, that he personally would have actually accepted me as an apprentice, but like the girls just didn't like me, so he couldn't really, since you know you also need to take your fucking employees into account. So yeah, I'm salty about that. Actually, after my interview, I went to the pizzeria. I went for lunch while I was at that shop for internship. Sadly, they didn't recognize me. Like every now and again, when I go to like a shop I haven't been in like a restaurant I haven't been in ages, I like to essentially like play a gambling game of like, will they recognize me? Because like there's like a fucking like 70% chance they fucking recognize me for some reason. And I don't know why. Anyways. So what are you doing out here by yourself, Sachi? Lessons over already?
はい、これから私は自治会のお手伝いがあって外出するところです。
Huh, community service, is it? Very admirable.
あまねさんは一緒ではないのですか？
No, I mean, it would be a little pathetic if I was constantly carrying her around like some toddler's ragged security blanket.
あ、いえ、体のある質問をしたつもりではないのですが、風見さん、この後は何かご予定は？
She wants to be head pet for the next few hours. Okay, got it. No, none in particular.
でしたら、私と一緒に自治会のお手伝いに参加していただけないでしょうか。
I suppose it might be, but what would I need to do?
はい、今日は地元の少年サッカーのチームが試合をするので、そのサポートです。
As in waving a flag around and cheering?
いえ、要は監督と言いますか、子供たちが安全に試合ができるように配慮して、怪我人が出たりした場合は手当てをしたりします。
Like this man, like a child comes crying to with like a mildly scraped knee. You just fucking like, just pulls some alcohol, like some pure alcohol out of his bag, douses the rag and it just cleans up the fucking scrape as the kid cries. Go back in the field. You're a man, aren't you?
Well, keep watching.
Let's see. And why was that job left to Sachi in the first place? She informs me that the chairman of Mishima Cape's neighborhood council is an acquaintance of hers and passes on similar requests every once in a while. In a way, it feels like they're taking advantage of Sachi's pathological obedience
Pathologically obedient personality.
I blame the alcohol. In a way, it feels like they're taking advantage of Sachi's pathologically obedient personality, which does inspire a twinge of righteous anger on my part. But we can't neglect to give back to our community, and it seems the requests themselves aren't unreasonable. So I guess it doesn't quite rise to the level of unethical behavior on their part. If so, if my assistance can slightly reduce Sachi's burden, I'll gladly give a hand. When we arrived at the soccer field, which has been set up on the vacant lot not far from the ocean, the children have already begun to gather. There's even a few young primary schoolers, while still carrying their knapsacks, apparently having hurried here directly after school ended. As the group picks up on our arrival, there's a shout of, "Hey, it's Sachan!" And the children crowd around us in a relaxed, familiar way. From what Sachi told me, an individual named Sasaki had been coaching the team's soccer team, but his chronic lumbago intensified badly a little while ago. It seems he's been hospitalized for a good month now. During that time, she's apparently been acting as a stand-in supervisor when she has the chance. Sachi's first order of business is to blow on the whistle, dangle around her neck, gathering the stragglers to us. Once the group is assembled, she begins to introduce me. Specifically, this is Kasami Yuji, a heartless monster of a coach here to ruthlessly beat some instructions into you. As friendly smiles, I'd been planning freezes. As friendly smile, I'd been planning freezes halfway on my face. My expression stiffens slightly, which in turn only acts to confirm her words. The children quietly gulp in terror.
それでは、風見先生からありがたい訓示をいただきましょう。
This man is an actual military instructor. He's gonna fuck you up. You're gonna be ready for a war when this is over.
Also hope this scene gives some attention to the fact that Sachi is actually viperously intelligent.
Mm-hmm. And with that, Sachi turns to me and gives a short bow, then trots off towards the sideline benches, which begins preparing the sports drinks and such. Okay, I didn't hear anything about coaching anyone, woman. But I keep my complaints to myself. I can't just back down now. Not with this group of children in their soccer uniforms standing at attention in front of me, waiting for my words with bated breath. I want you all to try and learn a few things from this match. First and foremost, the importance of adequate preparation. Somehow or other, I'm a team leader at the company, which means I've had subordinates under my command. I'm relatively experienced at giving instructions. The only way you're going to improve is through your own preparations, your own effort. Don't plan on getting better by learning from others. In the middle of a game, if you didn't learn this yet, won't cut it. The only path that leads to competence is the one you forge yourself. A battle is all about the number of shots you've taken. In other words, the guy who's been practicing his shooting longer and more often is the one who's going to survive. You don't make split-second decisions consciously. It's all reflexes, and you get those through experience. Knowing what to do isn't enough. You need to drill into your body. The guys who stop to think in the middle of the field are the first to die. You get the picture. I tried my best to offer some vaguely plausible instructions, but I have some serious doubts about how much actually got across to them. And I suppose it's debatable how valuable the advice of a complete sucker amateur like myself could possibly be. Still, I do think the general principles are pretty nearly universal. The ball is your friend. Love your friend. Kick the stuffing out of your friend. I have no further instructions. Complete a thorough warm-up before the match begins. Complete my little speech with a muddle of incoherent encouragement, but for some reason the children all shout, "Yes, sir!" enthusiastically. Within seconds they begin performing energetic and calisthenic routines.
さすがですね、風見さん。
Look, Sachi, I don't remember hearing anything about coaching. You kind of sprung this on me out of nowhere, you know?
すみません。ですが、風見さんならお任せできると確信しておりました。
Fine, but was the heartless monster bit really necessary? The kids were quivering in their cleats.
それもすみません。やはり現場には怖い人がいないと、どうしても子供たちの集中力が欠けてしまって、怪我をする子が増えてしまうんですよ。
I see, so that's why you asked me to come along. A lack of attention gives rise to a lack of caution. When you're not concentrating, you're more likely to get hurt. When there's no clear top dog around, it's easier for pointless fights to break out among the pack. So it would seem that there's a need for me to assume the role of a scary person in order to keep the children attentive and appropriately cautious. In that case, there's a woman I remember all too well who should serve as a useful point of reference. I'm referring, of course, to my master. Kaskabiasuko! We got the fucking name of girl herself! That girl is a wrong word, because that woman is, because that person is a goddamn woman. One hell of a woman, even.
Yeah. Daft as a brush lunatic.
A truly scary person is someone who breaks out in fits of rage or attempts to intimidate others with spasms of meaningless violence. That does remind me of like a random thought I had at work for some reason. Like there was literally nothing happened that would spark this thought. It just randomly came to me. Silent anger is like 10 times scarier than like outspoken loud anger, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like if someone like just started throwing fists at you while screaming incomprehensibly, like sure you'd be intimidated, but it's nothing like someone just starts attacking you out of fucking nowhere without making a goddamn noise, and the only hint at what the fuck's wrong is the fact that they're staring at you with like a look that makes you think like, you know what, if fuck looks could kill, I'd be dead 1,000 times over, and based on the fucking man's actions, he's trying to make sure at least one of those deaths is for real. Know what I mean?
Yes.
When she was teaching me the job, Oscar would most often stand by my side and watch my performance in perfect silence. Once in a while, she'd poke my head with a stick. If I missed the right or to the right or left, she'd jab me on the appropriate cheek. If my shots sailed high, she'd bring her stick down on the crown of my head with a relish. So the speech, she communicated through the whip. The little jabs were always sharp enough to make my eyes water. Honestly, it pissed me off at the time. But if I stayed focused on my task and hit my target, the stick would never come my way. Never came my way. The most dangerous stage of learning your job is in the beginning, when you start to move past your mistakes and gain some resembling competence. There's a tendency to get overconfident and blunder carelessly in a big way. But even once Asako was no longer at my side, when I imagined her lurking watchfully nearby, my focus was always perfect. More often than not, human error is caused by simple carelessness. If giving the children a fierce glare from the sidelines can help eliminate that fact from this event, there's a possibility of accidents or injuries. There's some value in my being here. The match dragged on into the early evening. In the end, spurred on by my glowering attentions, Mishima Cape's team proved triumphant. On the unfortunate side of things, one boy from the opposing team, visitors from a nearby town, tripped and fell, skidding his elbow and knee. But fortunately, both were minor scrapes, and he was able to return to the game immediately after being treated. After the match ended, we took part in a group barbecue that's barely a post-game tradition. By the time that was over as well, the sun had already sunk halfway below the horizon. Oh no, the shopping street at night. What could possibly happen?
遅くまでお付き合いいただいて。
It's fine.
Not what you're expecting.
Not like I
Trust
had
me.
anything else to do.
Joey,
No.
what are you foreshadowing?
Having finished cleaning up the barbecue and stowed the equipment in a storehouse next to the field, we returned the key to the town council and gave a quick report. I read council. My first my mouth was immediately student council, student council, student council.
Quite forgetting there are town councils as well.
Yes, it's more so that when it comes to the end, you read about student council a lot more.
Yeah, true.
Yep.
And it's already past 7. Also, I'm like, I just had the random idea. What if we, like, for random events in the goddamn game, just, like, start commenting as if it is foreshadowing for the thing that I'm dreading in this route, but it's not? Just to fuck up, bud.
I hate you.
Listen, right now your suffering is content, but
I don't want to be content.
I try to be a nice person normally, but like we're recording right now. I'm a content person right now, and your suffering is great content.
Evil.
You're a horrible person.
I am sure. How did it take you this long to notice?
でも少し意外でした。風見さんはサッカーの経験があるのですか？
Not really. I do know the rules, but my only experience with the game would be what I picked up from PE lessons at elementary school.
そうなんですか？その割には何やら随分と達見した訓示をされていたようなので、私はてっきりサッカー経験の豊富なサック野郎なのだとばっかり。
What?
Well, in another sense, he is now.
Because the Japanese word for football or soccer very much sounds like the Japanese thing for suck.
That's a
More so when a
double-edged
Japanese
sword right
person says sucker, it just kind of like sounds like, you know, sucker instead of sucker.
Yeah.
Hold on. What exactly is the sucked community supposed to be?
サッカーをする子供はサッカー少年ですよね。
This is why we use the term
Well,
football.
yeah, as
remember?
long as you're asking American.
では、サッカーをする若者はサック野郎なのでは？
You're extremely wrong, frighteningly so.
たとえ風見さんがサック野郎でなかったとしても、傾聴に値する大変有意義な言葉だったと思います。
You think?
はい。例えば、転んで怪我をしてしまった相手チームの子がいたじゃないですか。自分の血を見て泣き出してしまったあの子に、風見さんはおっしゃいましたよね。男が涙を見せていいのは、財布を落とした時と、母親が死んだ時だけだ。
Okay, like, the second point, valid. But do you instantly, like, burst into tears because you forgot your fucking wallet at home?
Yes.
Well,
Yes,
no,
I
no.
do.
No, listen. Bottoms do not count for this conversation.
I am not a second-class citizen. Kill yourself now.
This is. I would be a bit annoyed because it has my wallet hero in there among other things, but oh yeah.
Actually, you know what? Hold on. I'm gonna grab my wallet and check the fucking contents. Just to, like, so people know what the fuck.
I can already tell you what's in mine. Various membership cards and volunteer cards that do all sorts of funny things, including for the National Trust and English Heritage. My national insurance card, which basically proves that, yes, I'm paying national insurance now. A now dud library card, now that I stop and think about it. My driving license, a little bit of money, obviously. Appropriate military cards, and also my wallet hero. Oh, yeah, and some postage stamps.
Alright, I'm back.
Military cards.
For me, I have my ID, my bank card,
Yeah, same.
my card for my fucking Like, talking is hard. Health insurance, that's the fucking thing.
Yeah, I have national insurance card
Yeah, hold
of
on.
some similar type. Yeah.
Like that my card for my health insurance still has a picture of myself with like a long hair. Like a sandwich pass from my local bakery, where if you buy enough sandwiches, you get one for free.
Yeah. My dad has that for coffee and other things. I had one for sweeties
The
a long
same
time ago.
thing, but like a bread pass.
The bread pass.
Then fucking 2 like fucking personal cards for like, the first one is for like a fucking doctor. Funny enough, for psychiatry and psychotherapy. The other one is from my local bank. Then like a card for the fucking driving school that I used to attend and no longer do because I have fucking testing anxiety. A fucking GameStop membership card. Oh yeah, a fucking card that confirms that I have ADHD, in fact.
Huh.
A fucking student card, even though I'm no longer a fucking student. I think that was for when I went to Ireland. Then a bunch of, like, Nintendo stickers. Actually, not just Nintendo. Like, there's a Mario sticker, a fucking Sanji sticker, a Gundam, a SpongeBob sticker, and an Anpanman sticker. All of them I got from my friends. A picture of myself for some fucking reason. I think it was just like a pass photo. It's just in there so people, you know what the fuck it is. Then a fucking... then like a self-made dog tag made by a friend of mine that has like a T-Rex engraved with the words Brosaurus. A sharpened piece of flint.
Okay.
Money, of course, logically.
Obviously.
Multiple strands of hair, which were cut off using the sharpened piece of flint. At one point back when I was still attending school. Yes, I have strands of my own hair on my back, in my fucking wallet. Don't ask me why. I don't remember myself. Let's see. A goddamn, like, receipt from the goddamn barber that I go to that is apparently so old the fucking cost is almost completely just faded out. It did cost me like $38, like 38 euros. And what's this?
For a moment, I thought you were going to say so old it's actually measured in marks.
No, it's a fucking like bank statement as well. Let's put the bank statement back in there, and yeah, that's it. The weirdest thing is still probably the fact that I have my multiple strands of my own hair in there.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm bringing this back upstairs.
Very strange. Back at the bench.
But hey, I'm prepared if I ever need to clone my younger self.
そして人知れず泣く時にも厳しい制限がある。涙は他人のために流せ。自分のために流していいのは汗だけだ。覚えておけ。実に力強いお言葉です。この小峰幸、心が震えてまたぐらが締める思いです。
What? What? No comments from either of y'all, huh?
Oh,
Just what's on screen says enough, huh?
思わず携帯を取り出して「おしめりなう」とネット上でつぶやいてしまうところでした。
Hashtag what? What?
all right. I gotta say something about that. What the flip?
I see. To be honest, I have no idea what to say to you at this point. A message. I can private use cell phone from my breast book and I checked screen emails from a certain Suaman and the
今
contents.
どこにいんの？ご飯用意できてるから早く帰っておいで。
Got a dinner call.
The digital clock in the corner of the screen tells me it's comfortably past 7. I'm surprised you could wonder where it's gone to. Crap, forgot to get in touch with Amane.
あまねさんと何か約束があったのですか？
No, nothing like that. Probably just sent the message because I didn't show up at dinner time. Wants me back on the double. Sort of forgot to tell Amane I'd be late, but it's not like she slipped my mind entirely. In fact, since I was planning to have dinner with Amane, I spent the whole barbecue with the soccer team grilling meat instead of eating anything.
あまねさん、怒っていらっしゃいますか？
Nah, not a problem. Don't think she seems upset. I hand over my cell phone to Sachi to give her a look at Amane's message.
なるほどです。でも、もしあまねさんに怒られそうなら、全部私のせいにしてください。
You've heard this one before.
サチがあまりに可愛かったので、つい手を貸してしまった。悪いのは可愛すぎるサチなのだと。
Sachi, my friend, are you familiar with the phrase pouring gasoline on a fire?
リニアブラ？磁力で胸が大きくなる新型の下着でしょうか？
That's a bit of a stretch, and yet I'm still not entirely confident you're trying to make a joke.
風見さん、このメール、何やら画像が添付されているよ
Don't
う
open
で
it.
すが。
Don't open it.
Sachi reaches her hand to the cell phone screen and scrolls down.
うわ、
Ah, you have found the problem.
And with a strange
Push not to
grunt
open it.
of surprise, her face instantly flushes red. Huh? What's up? Something wrong? Slightly concerned by Sachi's reaction, I pull my cell phone out of her hands and look at the screen. Truly outrageous image stares back at me. It seems I wasn't just imagining that shudder sound I thought I'd heard in the middle of Amane's morning raid. What is she thinking? Amane! Amane, my friend! What am I going to do with you? So yeah, Sachi now knows what, Amane with Yuji's cock in her mouth looks like.
Yeah.
Mind explaining yourself, my good Amane? No, I think I understand. You figured sending this over would get me wobbling straight home with an uncomfortable bulge in my pants, yes? Hey, Sachi?
はい、なんでしょう、風見さん。
Just a moment ago I said I have no idea what to say to you at this point. Allow me to correct myself in retrospect. I was wrong. I only now come to understand what truly means to be lost for words. I'm sure that anything I say now would sound like an excuse to you.
自分の間違いは速やかに正す勇気。敬服いたします。
A man doesn't show his tears to others. But that doesn't mean the urge to sweat from my eyes won't well up inside you. That the urge to sweat from your eyes won't well up inside you once in a while. I do manage to salvage at least a scrap of masculine pride from this situation. But resisting the desire to rush back to the door and burst into Amane's room and announce him his deed. Instead, I walk calmly back and pretend the mail never happened. An act of restraint that allows me to maintain some meager kernel of self-respect.
というようなことが昨日ありまして、びっくりして。
Of course she tells everyone!
言っちゃいました。
It's over. We're cooked.
It's Jover. It's Jover.
ああ、ごめんね。ちょっとしたシャレのつもりだったんだけど、あのメール見ちゃったんだ。返信はなかったし、ユージも何も言わなかったから、見てないのかと思ってたよ。ねえねえ、それってどんな
No!
だったの？私にも見してよ。あんたには10年早いわよ。 私と同い年のサッチンには見せたくせに納得いかねえのよ。さっちゃんには見せたんじゃなくて見られちゃったの。とにかくダメ。なんだよそれ。ちょっとお兄ちゃんの彼女の座を射止めたグレーで随分と上からだな。
Damn! Magina throwing hands!
見してくんねえなら自分で試すぞ。いいのか。自分で試すってどうする気よ。もう廊下の自販機の横にしゃがんで口開けて待ってりゃ、そのうちお兄ちゃんが小銭握りしめてやってくるのよさ。
What?
いや、ないからそういうこと。おお、ずいぶんと余裕だね、あんまね。しかし本当にないかな。ないと言い切れるのかな。
Let's be honest, it fucking wouldn't, because Yuji probably notices you're there before you even fucking turns the corner.
I feel a disturbance in the force. I feel a dolt in the vicinity.
では試してみようじゃないのよさ。さっち、これを。サインペン。これで何をするの、マキちゃん。私のほっぺたに書いてほしいのよさ。右の方に
No!
1回100円、左の方には
No!
いいけど、これ油性だよ。構うものか。さあ、書くのよさ。こらこらこらこら、やめなさいって。どんなプレイよそれ。プレイじゃないのよ。少女の好奇心に対する抑圧が生み出す暴走なのよさ。バカな真似はやめなさい。ちょっとうるさいわよ、あんたたち。今が何の時間か分かってるの。お昼の時間ですね。そうな、ご飯の時間なのよ。それが何？なんでどいつもこいつも不思議そうな顔して私を見んのよ。食事の時間にあれがこれで何がどうだとか、やかましい。何を興奮してんのよさ。会話に混ぜてほしいなら素直にそう言えばいいのに。じゃあもう誰もそんなこと言ってないでしょ。っていうか、お昼食べてる時にそういう下の話をする？そういうのは合コンの二次会とかでやってくれるかな。すみません。よりによってお昼のおかずが極太フランクフルトソーセージの時に聞き苦しいお話を。
Oh no!
おお、これはまた立派なソーセージなのよさ。ねえ、あまねえ、これってどっちが太い？どれどれ？食べてみればわかるかも。ああ、もうなんなのよこのエロエロ空間。
Very fair complaint.
つか、なんで誰も止めないのよ。幼女は？ユミコは？ストッパーの連中はどこ行ったのよ。
At least she realized that those two other voices are restrained. She does not deserve the role.
はい、榊さんは都内の私大へ経済学の聴講に、風見さんは学園長さんと一緒にテレビの取材に行かれました。
Hold on, what? Damn. Was not expecting it, but then again, who would not want to show that greatness to the world?
はあ、テレビ？何の番組よ。確か地方民放局のローカル番組で日本の教育を語るとかなんとか。風見さんは学園長さんの付き添いという形だそうです。何よ付き添いって。なんで有事なわけ？うちの学園長さんは若くして不相応な地位を手に入れられたことでやかみも多いですし、護衛のようなものかと。楽屋でしてるとこスクープされなきゃいいけどな。しないから。ユージは私で十分満足してるから。ほい、そいつはどうかな。男ってのは結構わがままなのよ。あまねえのパッツンパッツンの若い肉体も欲しつつ、チズチズのいい感じにやれた 女の体を求めても不思議じゃないし、時には青い果実のごとき私のような肉体を欲することも。
Yeah, so don't worry, that's not gonna happen.
Yep.
Don't worry. There's a reason why I skipped your route.
そして時には
So
従
rude.
順なメイドをいじめてヒーヒー言わせてみたいと思っている可能性が
He's
なきにしも
Michael Jackson.
Hmm.
ぐぐさっちゃん、あなたまで。だからなんですぐそっちの方に話が進むの。もう知らない。私よそ行って食べる。ついてこんな。みちる様、どちらへ。うるしゃーって。うるしゃーってのはうるしい干渉と何か関係が。
Or the top of a hill in the middle of, well, close to the middle of the Lake District, which is a notable site of the top of being the top of a notable railway incline.
Nah,
Sure.
I think that she was just kind of surprised when she accidentally cut herself on the edge of the bento box.
She's not that inept. At least I hope not.
Nah, she 100% would manage to do that. Listen, if I can cut myself on the goddamn rind of a pizza, on the the crust of the pizza, then she can cut herself on a fucking bento box. Because yes, I've cut myself on the goddamn crust of a pizza before.
Mm-hmm.
ないでしょっていうか、うるしい干渉って何？第二次世界大戦における連合国軍の重要拠点です。というか、みちる様のことを放っておいていいのでしょうか。まあ、悪いことしたとは思うけど、いいんじゃない？ついてくんなって言ってるし。いいのか？あいつ、絶対隠れて練習するよ。お弁当のフランクフルト使って。はは。つまり、勘違いしないでよね。とか言いつつも、練習をするわけだよね。キモいのよさ。後でこっそり見に行って、間抜けな顔を写真に撮ってやろうよ。あんたらあれか？鬼の子か？
Yes, that she is. I'm proud of my girl.
Though you just want to reach in and give her a head pat. Hard, sometimes.
Fun little fact. Back
with a brick.
once upon a time when Google Plus was still a thing that existed. And I was into fucking doing RPing and shit. Things happened that spontaneously resorted, essentially there was one Google Plus group that was essentially one big continuity, and things happened that somehow fucking resulted in me becoming the father of a menagerie of Roms, aka Rom, the Hyperdimension Neptunia character, but in an assortment of all the colors of the rainbow. Hold on, maybe the fucking Discord GIFs has a picture of her. Huh. In fact, it does have a picture. It does have a GIF of her. Just question is which one to pick. I guess I'll go with this one. The one with the shorter hair is Rom. And just an assortment of rainbow-colored Roms. That was a fucking weird fucking period of my life.
What the heck?
結局写真は見せてくんないの？だってさすがにね。ですが、何でもかんでも良くないものとして奪い上げるのは教育者の怠慢だとも言いますよ。教育者の管理のもと、これは良くないものだと正しく自己認識させるのが教育だと風見さんもおっしゃっていました。 マキナの教育によくねえよ、そういうの。いや、なんていうか、ちょっと恥ずかしいのよね。おお、アマネーとは思えぬ気弱な発言なのよさ。まあいいじゃん、高額のためにちょっと見るだけなのよ。まあさっちゃんには見られちゃったしな。仕方がないか。ちょっとだけよ。おう、ちょっとだけちょっとだけ。どれどれ。
Oh, we actually get to see the darn thing censored.
Yep.
Huh.
Oh.
Hold on. This just looks like she just walked up to someone. Look at this. Look at this. There's one of my best friends sucking cock. Have you seen her?
This person is missing. This is the best picture we have of them. Have
Man,
you seen them
it's not even like
recently?
that. This is one of my best friends sucking cock. Have you seen her? It's not even that she's missing. It's just that she's a massive fucking hoe when it comes to her boyfriend, and we've decided to publicly shame her.
Oh.
イグ、つかグロ、信じらんねえのよさ。いや、
You
なん
asked
て
for
いう
this.
か、むしろ美味しすぎてよだれが止まらなかったと。いや、全然違うっていうか、もういいでしょ、携帯返して。うわ、なんだろう。そっか、あんまね、ちょっと遠くに行かれたような気がするのよさ。そんなこと別にねえ。マキナだっていつかは経験することだし、そんな焦らなくても。おう、今上から物言ったな。恋愛上級者気取りか、恋愛情報発信記事か、それでタイガーガールのつもりか。おう、そんな言い方しなくったって。そりゃさ、学園で唯一の男子だし、ちょっと悪いことしたかなって思ってるけどさ。大丈夫ですよ。なんだかんだ言っても結局は誰も天音さんを恨んだりなんかしていません。こうして私やマキちゃんが天音さんをいじるのも、結局風見さんは天音さんを選ぶであろうということを認めているからですよ。じゃあ聞くけど、もしユージがさっちゃんのこと抱きたいって言ってきたらどうすんの？
I mean, that's a loaded question. When it comes to Sachan, she probably would say yes, even if he wasn't dating, even if he was married, even if she was dating, quite frankly.
Hmm.
それはほら、うぐって言った。何うぐって。もし私が OK 出したらユージに処女あげちゃうんじゃないの？風見さんがどうしてもとおっしゃるのなら差し上げます。マキナ？おう、なんなのよさ。あんたはどうする？もしユージが処女くれって言ってきたら。そりゃねえ、あまねの男を寝取るのも悪いし、多分あまねには内緒にするのよってちゃんと言うと思うのよ。なんて油断のならない子たちなの、あんたたち。いやー、
Don't you look at me with them big old eyes.
照れちゃいますね。
I actually talked about this with my fucking mother while on the drive back from the fucking interview. Like, when it comes to someone that wears glasses, since I was mentioning how my brother's ex that I mentioned at the wedding, she saw me without my glasses because I was cleaning my glasses. Like, well, Jesus Christ, it looks so wrong to see without glasses at this point. And it just reminds me, like, glasses just naturally make your eyes look bigger. That's just a fact of life.
So
So it
if
made
we
like
were
the-
to apply
so it
to
made
these
the-
two, they would be truly enormous.
So like I essentially made like the joke like yeah when it comes to like taking off my glasses, essentially like the fucking SpongeBob episode with the Flying Dutchman, like don't look at me with a big ol' eye. So it's just like take off my glasses to make my eyes smaller.
言っておくけど褒めてないからね。
平気なのよ。お兄ちゃんはああ見えて臆病者だから。アマネがいるのに他の女に手を出すほど度胸はないし、自分がされて嫌なことは人にはしない男なのよさ。
ですね。というか、いくら私たちが迫ったところで面倒くさいと言って全てスルーされてしまうような気がします。そうかな。でもユージだって男だし。
アマネはお兄ちゃんの彼女のくせしてお兄ちゃんのことあんま分かってねえのな。戦場はセックスより安全だとか言っちゃうような男が浮気なんかするわけねえのよ。
案外彼女になって距離が詰まると見えなくなる部分なのかもしれませんね。なんか急に不安になってきた。私とこの子たちの違いは何だろう。この子たちになくて私が持っているもの。
Childhood innocence. Ah wait, no, hold on. That's been robbed from the others as well.
Yeah.
Also, we hear the elders chanting from behind, but again.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's doing it. I don't know what's doing it. There's nothing.
Is there a TV that's just turned on somewhere in the room?
No, there's nothing. There's nothing in this room that's making noise.
Weird, that would have been an explanation. Oh well.
I don't know what you're hearing. The souls of the damned speaking into my microphone.
I guess it does. Weirdly enough, it does stop if you start talking. Like if you talk, it's just like it doesn't just like stop. It's essentially is gone for a while at least.
That is extremely odd. I don't know what's doing it.
そうか、それだ。その手があったわ。
なんかまたくだらねえこと思いつきやがったな。
You would be right, Makina.
まあいいよ。突っ込まないでおくから。また写真撮ったら見してね。
Wait on what?
どうしよう。私ってもしかして天才？
No, you're not.
聞いてないみたいだよ、マキちゃん。
Like very sorry for the rough language, but you're the closest this game has to the dumb bimbo archetype.
なんだろうなもう。
Like the second closest archetype is Michiru, but she's just too close to the regular stupid archetype, you know? I can't go crossing streams like that. Like she got all the stupid without all the hoe, you know?
Yeah.
That's the fucking line to end the part on, since we are like 2.5 hours in.
Yeah, we've done pretty good there.
It is 11 at this point for me.
Yeah, true.
I say that, but I'll be awake until like 5 fucking a.m. today.
Like a psychopath, yes.
I don't know, it's mainly because I'm playing fucking Baldur's Gate with Kira and Yuri. Oh hey, Paper Tiger. Wonder why it's called that. Anyways, bye.
Sayonara.
But say goodbye to the viewers!
Goodbye.
There we go.